Okay, for this one we are going to look at making lines with the pen tool. We're going to use the pen tool, and the pen tool can be somewhat frustrating when you first learn to use it, and even me, I have to remind myself every time I use it exactly how it works. It's kind of trying to run a logical thing with your left brain. You can't do that. You have to let your right brain kind of take control so that it makes sense. But anyway, so here is the pen tool. It's right here. It looks like an old-fashioned ink pen, and when you click on it, all you have to do to make a line, it's very simple. You click anywhere on your artboard, you click once, and then you click somewhere else. There it is. There's your line. Very easy. You can change it. You can change the color. You can change, stroke color would be right here because it's a stroke. You can change how big it is. Easy peasy, right? All right. So what if you want to make a curved line? Well, you can do that too. And all you have to do is either on your first click or on the last click, you have to hold down the Shift key and you have to drag. So if you hold down on the first key, if you hold your Shift first anchor point, you hold the Shift key down and you click and you drag, you'll get these little direction lines, and then you have to click somewhere else. And that creates your line. And I'm sorry, swatch. Let me get rid of the swatch. And it's got the same stroke that the original one did, but we'll just leave that. It's not a big deal. And what it has right here is a handle, and you can take that handle. Oh, here I'm doing another line. You can create other shapes, but if you go back to your selection tool over here, you can change the shape of your curve by turning this direction tool, or handle. This is direction line, this is a direction handle. And it changes the shape of your curve. You can stretch it out as well. You can do a lot of stuff to it, so you just gotta play with it. So it's easy to make a curved line as well. What if, however, you want to create a closed shape, because these are open shapes right here. If you want to create a closed shape with the pen tool, that's very easy to do too. And I'll show you how you do that. Let's see if we can get this to go. No, that does a fill. So I'm going to take the fill, or I'm going to make this a plain stroke here and not so big. Oops, bigger than that. Okay, so here's one. I'm going to click a second time. I've got a line. I can mix curved lines with straight lines. And then all I have to do is to close this shape is to click on the original anchor, and then I have a closed shape. And I can come back and I can still grab those handles and change those curves if I want to. So Illustrator now treats us as one whole object when you make a closed shape, but you can still adjust the individual anchor points that are inside the shape. All right, so let's talk about anchor points. This kind of anchor point right here is called a corner anchor point, which seems kind of logical. It's on the corner. It's a corner anchor point is anywhere that two lines meet in any kind of angle. But what about this anchor point? There's no angle there at all. Well, that's called a smooth anchor point. And you can actually change this corner anchor point into a smooth point, and one of these smooth points into an anchor point. All you have to do is go over here to your pen tool again and pick Convert Anchor Point Tool, and it just toggles back and forth. So I check on this one, tink, it is now a smooth. It looks kind of the same, but now I have a handle on it and I can change that line that it was attached to, and it's a smooth anchor. I can do the same thing the other way. So let me pick it again. I'm going to pick one of these smooth anchor points and click on it, and it's now, as you can see, it has a sharp angle on it, so it's now a corner point. Very